grab my flathead screwdriver. I'll do that now. And it's all Phillips. There we are. Alright, so what I'm doing today is I am replacing my spark plugs and also the coils, the ignition coils. So I got quite a bit of oil blow by happening here. Not sure what that was. Oh, yeah, I do know what that was now. Alright, that was my 10mm bolt. Alright, throw your tools everywhere. It is pretty warm in here. As y'all can tell, I do not have my fan blowing. And I need to grab my wrench. Grab our flex head. I love this thing. Except for when it goes down the hole. Turn it to the off position. So I did not pull out all the spark plugs last time. At least this way I'll be able to tell if the gasket set was a success or not. I do know that the first coil here is bad. I know that because it was on cylinder 2 or 3 and it was misfiring. So I moved it to another cylinder and it's still misfiring. So if y'all notice on these connectors here, there is something missing. I'm missing the gray tab that is a lock, like this one right here. I completely removed them all. I think I might do the fuel pump connector tonight. I don't know. So I got some oil on this one. I'm going to go ahead and keep a couple of these just for replacements later on. I know for a fact I'm going to throw away the first coil, ignition coil here. Come on out. This one goes in the trash. No bueno. All the rest of these are going to get put up somewhere. Haven't decided where I'm going to put them yet. My new spark plugs. Go ahead and grab my wrench, extension. Come on, off you go. Yeah. There we go. Grab that all-important extension and then the spark plug wrench. Oh, okay. That's probably a good reason why it was missing. Might have wasted my money. Seems that whenever I put it back together, I did not torque this one down. Unfortunately, my insert for my plug socket is missing the internal part. I used to have, okay, it's still stuck in there. I used to have a piece of hose that was stuck in there because I don't remember what happened to the original insert. But there we are. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There's one out. Now if y'all ever drop your spark plugs on the ground, do not reuse it. You could have internal damage. You could crack the porcelain here, and that's just no bueno. Take that off, screw it on down, and torque it down. On the valve cover here it says 13 foot-pounds. If I can get it to screw in. Wonder if the lighting would be better over here. No, okay. Not much better. Alright. Alright, there we go. Notice I did not click it. That's probably good. Yeah, do your spark plugs a favor and break them loose before you run. Come on. Oh, this one's tight. Before y'all decide to run a impact on it. I was kind of worried I wasn't going to get a socket on that one back there. Alright, I'm going to have to turn that fan on. It is way too hot. Whew. Tell you what. It's Oklahoma weather. Much better. Right now I kind of wish I did have that hose on the end of this so I could just pull it right on out. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now. Yeah. Alright, I can barely see what I'm doing right now. Alright, I think it's almost all the way unscrewed. I know it's very difficult to unscrew this right now. There it goes. Pretty sure it's unscrewed. That one still needs more persuasion. There we are. Oh yeah. Look at all that oil. It's not what you want. Definitely not what you want to see. And our new one. Drop it down into place. Grab our socket. and see about dropping it over the top of the spark plug. It does feel like I'm on the spark plug, and it feels like it is not threading in. Alright, there we go. I got it centered over the threads. The vacuum hose trick probably wouldn't work in this instance. I don't even know if I even have any vacuum hose to do this job. Probably should have put my moving towel across my bumper here so I don't get my chest all dirty and whatnot. Alright, feels like it's almost there. Okay. Now I can add some clickage to it. I love the long handle here. It is wonderful. That's probably good. It's probably a good 13 foot-pounds. I bet all these have oil. You know, it's kind of hard to see what's inside. So I hope the angle is good this time. I'm going to try to leave the camera at this angle, so when I'm rebuilding transmissions or tearing them down for that matter, I don't have to scrap the footage. 'Cause that sucks, having to scrap footage. Nasty. Completely soaked in oil. I'm going to end up checking my oil level as well. I really don't need to, because I'm going to do an oil change. Since I bought this vehicle, I do not know when the last time it had an oil change. And I like to know when it had an oil change. So if I do it, I know. Logic, right? Alright, you're not threading. Still not threading good enough for me to be happy. There we go. I'll be happy with that one. Basically, I was feeling to see if I was going to cross-thread it or not. And if I did put a wrench on it, I was going to cross-thread or strip it out. Keep dropping my wrench. I don't know, maybe if I do more transmissions, like tearing them out and reinstalling them, I might... Dog on dog. Anyways. I might invest in the wrench, the angled wrench, so I can just pull these right on out. Alright, there we go. Oh, pooey. What did I do with my magnet, people? There it is. I found it. Oily, oily, oily. They're all oily. No surprise. Come on out. And the last one. There we go. Drop that down in the cylinder. That one goes in there. And that one goes in there. All right. Now I'm getting a phone call. It's probably a scam. Looks like a scam. Or a fishing expedition. Alright, that one's not threading. There it goes. Now it's threading in there. Just running them down with the electric wrench. Don't worry, I'm not torquing it down with it. There we go. Awesome. Alright, now we can switch over to the 10mm socket and do that farthest one. Got these off of Amazon. I know I'm risking quite a bit by not going with the OEM versions of these. Plug this bad boy in before I stab it. But I think these were only, I think 50 bucks for the whole set. I think that's what I paid. Or it might have been $60, $10 a piece. Does look like it's going down, so that's good. Have to turn on the computer to see if I have misfires still. That is the reason for me doing this. Oh, that's a lot of oil inside my intake. While I was on the highway, the oil gauge, oil pressure gauge, basically was going wonky on me. Going from low oil pressure to normal oil pressure. So it tells me that either I'm low on oil or I'm losing a lot of oil somewhere. The other thing it could be is that the timing guide has been chewed up enough to where it's putting enough debris to clog up my oil pickup tube. And I'm just hoping it's just low on oil. I haven't even checked the oil yet. Whew. Tell you what, it's warm. Wife will be a little happier to get her garage back so she can park her vehicle in here. That's for sure. As with all my projects I've been doing, she hasn't been able to park her vehicle where she wants it. Considering that her vehicle is the newest one. That's how it goes, right? Wife gets a nice vehicle. Husband gets the broke down stuff that needs work all the time. I just didn't want to hear about it. It's like, my vehicle's broke down. Fix this, fix this. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that. So pay a little extra money for a vehicle that she can use and I don't have to worry about. Even though on her new vehicle there is a couple things I'm going to have to do to it. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think that one of the deals was the windage guard underneath the vehicle is loose. As the previous owner of the vehicle had a low or had a steep area and it just caught on the tray itself, and so he zip tied it in place. I did not get to take a look at it yet. Whenever I went to look at the vehicle, unfortunately it was raining. So basically all I really got to do to it was a test drive. I believe it is a 2016 Toyota Camry, I think it is. And there goes the light. I'm gonna have to throw that on the charger. Now all the rest of these I can get with my electric wrench. Throw this bad boy on the charger and grab an extra. That's why I have the extras. There we go. There's another one right there. There we are. Now y'all should be able to see again. Now the rest of these should go a little bit quicker. Considering how open the area is. I don't want to torque it down too much as I'm afraid I might break the plastic cap on these. And I really don't want to do that. Making sure my pins are not bent because the connector doesn't want to go on. There it goes. And the last one. Pull the wiring harness back, out the way. Make sure that it makes good connection with the spark plug. And we're good. Reconnect and reassemble. There we are. Don't forget to put your tube back on. Retighten your hose clamps. Now there should be two 10mm bolts on the side that hold this intake box on. There we go. But I was lazy and forgot to put one back in, so I don't know where it went. There we go. Now I'd like to say that this is done, but I won't know until I hook up the computer. I'm pretty sure that it is good to go. Keys. Keys, keys, keys. Looks like I left the keys inside the house. Maybe. Yep. Oh, it feels so good in there. Alright. Bleh. Horrible. I can already tell a difference. Just starting it up, I can already tell that it's not missing. Hopefully that'll increase my miles per gallon. Excuse me. See that? Gas gauge does not work at all. Let's hope that there's a charge on my computer. This computer is going to be extremely slow. It was never meant to do anything more than run HP tuners. As you can see, I used to do editing on this computer from the Mojave here. But I have ever since I got the new camera here, I've been able to move everything over to my Macintosh desktop, which is what I actually bought that desktop for. The engine's sounding a little bit different. It's like pulsating. Going from, looks like 600 RPM. Okay, it's not going up or down. Wondering if it's from the AC unit. I bet that's what it is the AC unit kicking on and off, putting extra load on the engine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Come on. Hurry up, HB tuners. Probably gonna show up saying, not responding. So at work I did approximately 39,000 steps. The previous night it was 42 something thousand. There's the scanner. Connect the vehicle. Come down here and turn this off. As you can see here, I have all 6 cylinders ready to go. There we are, we're connected. This is what I wanted to see. All zeros. That means no misfires. That's what I wanted to see. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Just from me doing that little bit, it would have kind of stumbled a little bit. So that's not bad. Alright, let's read my DTCs. I already know a couple of them that I'm expecting. You got the dreaded P0014. Looks like cylinder 2 misfire detected, pending. I don't believe that. I know what's going on with the fuel sender, fuel level. It's probably a loose ground or loose connection. So clear the DTCs now. Exit. Alright, it is starting to show that cylinder 1 is still misfiring. So there is an issue with cylinder 1. Interesting. Alright, so there is something actually wrong with that cylinder. So I think the next thing that it could be is, I don't know, maybe there's oil getting inside the cylinder and fouling up my plug. The other thing it could be is that the gap on that plug is wrong. Because before I started changing the coil packs, I was just getting it on 2 and 3. Now I moved one of the bad coil packs to 1 and 4, and 1 and 4 started acting up. But I did not check the gaps at all. Go ahead and stop recording. Disconnect. I did not check the gap though on those spark plugs, and I know you really should check the spark plug gap whenever you buy in new spark plugs. Just me being lazy again. No other excuse other than that. Well, I do have another excuse for it, and it's the fact that I don't actually own a gap tool. I don't think you'll need to see me do an oil change on this. You should know how to do an oil change on a vehicle regardless of the make and model. But in case you don't know, you want to pull your cap off, put a pan underneath, grab a 15mm socket is generally what they are. bust the nut loose, bolt, sorry, the bolt. Bust the bolt loose, let it drain out. Refill after you put the plug back in. Most engines is 7 quarts of oil. Let it run and check your level. That's it for this video. If y'all liked, please comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one.